Did
Hi.
you miss us? Hi everyone. Welcome back to Soapwire. We are back after our, little week off, and now we're back in the playing game and going to talk about our stories. So welcome to Soapwire, brought to you by the TV Cave, where you get our thoughts on our stories. Soapwire is sponsored by Katie Waltman Jewelry, and it offers, elegant handcrafted pieces from stockable rings and gold-filled bracelets to personalized charm necklaces. And this has been featured in Elle, InStyle, Oprah.com, and worn by celebrities such as Molly Sims. Enjoy an exclusive discount with our promo code SOAPWIRE. That is SOAPWIRE. Together, not apart. At KatieWaltman, and I am Ashley Sheree here, and this is
Hey y'all, it's your girl Deneen.
welcome. It's time to get straight to business. Okay, so with some of our breaking news, we do have to have some excitement here, especially for myself. Mrs. Michelle Morgan, she is married, is back on the scene as Amanda. Definitely excited about that. So she has returned already. She had her first scene that debuted on Friday, but today was like May 16th. So excited about her. I love her, an amazing actress. Also, Keith D. Robinson also premiered on May 15th on Beyond the Gates. We'll get into that. So freaking great.
Yes.
And also where the real excitement lies, and something that me and Deneen already knew was going to happen because we were looking at those demos. Season two
We're
of
not the
Beyond
call.
the Gates
Has
BTG.
been real. Yay.
Yay! I feel like me and
So
you
excited.
weren't worried though, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. The numbers show, the characters show, the script shows. So
I was just about to say the writing is writing. Okay, yeah. It has been an amazing 2 weeks of Beyond the Gates, even with the interruptions that sadly did occur.
yes. Yes.
God, I was just like, and I forgot what day it was, but it was one day, and I was like, if y'all don't get off the screen.
Mm, Screaming.
Please stop with this breaking news. Oh my goodness. So we're going straight into Beyond the Gates. I feel like there's so much to talk about. What did you also think about the Duprees? And when I say Duprees, I'm talking about Anita and Danny confronting Ted.
I feel like it was very matriarchal of Anita. And then, of course, her sister, her daughter is going to be there with her. Like
Period.
Anita had her, Nicole had her, the Duprees have already showed what family means to them.
Hmm.
And with that being said, it's like anybody that comes from the family, you're automatically considered to be an outsider. And Nicole, from what we've seen, is one person that'll be the one to give the shirt off her back. So
Hmm.
to treat her that way, everybody is, of course, going to stand 10 toes down for her.
They don't play about Nicole, and I feel like no one in that family plays about her just because of her heart, her work ethic, and as quiet as it's kept, that's Anita's favorite, just like Vernon's favorite is
Yeah.
Danny.
Like,
So it's gonna be
that's her
some
baby.
drama.
That's her baby.
Yeah, and firstborn at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Mhm.
of course she's gonna go in full throttle. And I just loved it. And I did appreciate her calling Ted out because, just be a man about it. If you want this woman back, I'm gonna need you to show her that you want her back. Besides always going to Leslie, Dana, Anna, Sherry, Lulu of it all. What
Yes.
is he doing?
Yes. And my thing with that too is that I really love how the family members have not necessarily ruled Ted out. Like Danny is like, well, he did choose you. He came back. Anita is telling him, man up, do what you gotta
Mhm.
do to get your woman back. Like they're not necessarily saying you'll never have her again. You're out of her life forever. And I
Yeah.
think that that's very considerate and mature of them for on both ends.
Yeah,
You're not biased about it. You're
and I think
protected, but you're not biased.
exactly. And I feel like they see the difference between Ted and Bill, where it's like Bill get the F out of here. With Ted is like, all right, maybe you made a mistake. We still ain't effing with that mistake, but like you still need to fight for her and do what you need to do if you truly want her back. Instead of every time I turn around on the scene, you're going over there. calling, going to Leslie Dana, Anna Sherry Lulu. But the thing is, too, I just don't really get that because you called her a monster. You
Yeah.
said this to her face alone, but this is probably like the third time you've gone to see her. Like, what are we doing? Stop. So I
We know
just,
it's gonna happen, but it's just
God, nobody, I mean, and girl, the ones who I see who got the chemistry, you want to know who also got the chemistry? I'll tell you.
Leslie and Bill.
Yes.
I saw it too. That's
That,
spicy. I don't see chemistry with him and Haley at all. Like I feel like they are filler scenes, like a nice antidote in between, like offering like an introduction to the next scene, like really cutesy. But as
yeah.
far as like the chemistry, I don't really see that for them. But Leslie, I think it's very like
Is that her aura? I think how she positions herself,
yes,
how she likes it, because she even has it with when she's with in scenes with Ted, she has it there too. I see it. But I'm really interested in the Bill and Leslie Dana Anna Sherry Lulu because I just feel like I don't know. It could be maybe it's because it's messy and it's dangerous and it's just like two villainous people getting
yeah,
together. So,
yeah.
and that
It's
that
just
has
it's
happened.
passion, it's spicy, like a
It's like rawr, like because it's
yeah,
like even when con people get together. So I would think of like Scotty and Lucy. Like I always loved Scotty and Lucy on General Hospital, and they were two cons, especially Lucy. Like Lucy was a con. So like it's kind of giving me those vibes where it's just like the conning people kind of like will have the opportunity to fall in love type thing. So like
I
I'm completely, on board with it. They also, Eva is steadily like being confronted. So she was confronted by like Anita and Danny, and we knew that this was gonna happen. But I mean, how do you know that she wants to be a Dupree? I don't feel like she wants to be a Dupree. She wants to be a Richardson. But it just feels like they're always bringing up Dupree. So if you're gonna bring that up, and this is why we have our twin theory, because like why would you keep bringing that up? So, on the Twitter of it all, on the blue sky of it all, the theory is that Pat and Eva should be twins that Leslie stole. And by the action of Leslie, Dana, Lulu, Anna Sherry, it looks like she
it
doesn't
aligns. Like she stole that baby.
it doesn't look like she loves her. The way that she treats Eva is like insane, but it's also like I'm like, well, Ashley, there are parents that do treat their children this way. We can't forget that. And also, would it be an easy way out if she was a twin? So it's just like, okay, so now she doesn't have to deal with Leslie, Anna, Dana, Lulu, Sherry of it all. But is that an easy way out?
Mm.
Like to make Nicole really her biological mother, because we already know Nicole is that mother figure. Sooner or later they're gonna
Yes.
rebuild their
Yes.
relationship, and they're gonna get back on it, the right accord. I mean, before this blew up, she really did like Eva. So like I don't know, because she do we just want that for her because we feel bad for Eva, so we would rather Nicole be her biological mother. But would it serve us justice? Like, is it realistic? That's not realistic. And we know that soaps suspend belief, but I don't know. I'm starting to feel conflicted because I would love that for her. And I feel like I would love that for her because I feel bad, sympathetic, and empathetic to Eva when it comes to Leslie, Dana, Anna, Cheryl, Lulu.
Mm. You're gonna make me go down a rabbit hole because I definitely could see the twin theory. I've saw a lot of it myself, and it lines up. But I also saw it as far as like stature.
Hmm.
But you can't feel like Eva is owed something that she didn't inherit.
Yeah,
So you are bringing it up as if it's her
constantly.
inheritance constantly, like you want to prove something. And thinking about the fights, like I sacrificed everything, like maybe this was either her get back, her punishment to Ted, like her way of holding on to a piece of him. So she stole that man baby.
Mm.
And that definitely could be it. But I also wonder, I think we'll continue to see like if Ted and Nicole say something not only about the miscarriages, but maybe about a miscarriage during the pregnancy or like, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see if there's any mention of twins that come up. Cause I can see it. That'll be That'd be
It
good.
will be
Like
so
tuned
good.
in, popcorn ready.
Yes. And then, because then it will also make sense as to like, the Ted's friend that she called a traitor. I mean, there's still conversations. Was she talking to that other doctor or was she
Mhm.
talking to Eva? So like, we still don't really know. I don't it's so many still different ways that they could go about it. So all I know is that I am completely for it, but I do appreciate also how Ted is like stepping up to the plate and really taking care of his daughter, Eva,
Yeah,
because no matter what, that's his daughter. Like he should be doing that, but also figuring out a way to make it right with Martin, Kat, and Nicole. Like
oh, absolutely.
it
Absolutely.
it's important. I mean, after like Eva was basically just torn in two at the at Orphagene's, I did appreciate too how Martin came over, talked to her and is just kind of trying to build that relationship already. Because I believe firmly that Kat and Nicole do not have to mess with Eva. They're well within their right not to. She really, messed up. But also noting that that doesn't mean that Martin has to do the same thing. Martin can still have a relationship with his sister if
Right.
that's what he wants to do, but he doesn't, and I don't see
Right.
him forcing it on them, but they do need to be aware like, hey, I'm going to forge a relationship with her, just so you know. What are your thoughts on him, forging that with Eva?
It for me personally made Martin a lot more tolerable this week
Yep.
because he was humble. He was
Mm-hmm.
very much so humble. Like the scene in Orphagenes when, Leslie Dana laid into Eva.
I know it's a twin sister girl.
Listen, when she laid into Eva and he came over there and was like, nobody deserves that, it
Hmm.
was very much so like, okay, I know you came from a place of love, not only giving it to me, but you know what it's like to have received love. And that was
Hmm.
beautiful. Like, and then even have her come over for the pizza. I love the scene with her and the teenagers. Yeah, I
Yes,
love a
I
young
did too.
adult scene, y'all. Just like TT love it, okay? And just the way like the hair was being set up, Samantha kind of like warming up a little bit. I think the family atmosphere for Eva is so important as
Hmm.
well. I also see that Kat. I think that Kat is going to give her, the benefit of doubt sooner as well,
Yes,
especially when everything comes out about
the car.
Leslie Dana ever since and doing what she did to Laura.
Yes. And that's another thing too. Like I was looking because obviously Kat wants revenge. It's known that she wants it. And for Leslie to throw Eva under the bus like that, I was like, there's no way you can be her mother. But then
Yeah.
I'm like, Ashley, there are actually people out there that do that to their own children.
But it seems very pawn
Hmm.
like Europe like it seems very just pawnish. And it makes me wonder if she's like was maybe the kidnapping, we don't know, worth it at this point.
True, because I mean, like at the end of the day, Leslie Dana Anashara Lulu isn't getting what she essentially wants, from this
Yeah,
whole situation. It still hasn't, come to fruition for her the way she would like it to.
yeah.
Ah, Leslie, you're crazy. She is bad-ish. Like she is insane. I just couldn't. Some of the things that she was doing this past week, I was just really looking at her like, yo, you are wilding. Even Vernon and Jan had to like chastise her, and it meant absolutely nothing. And that's why I was like, oh, this lady is really like
She losing it.
insane.
It's like literally, this is fatal attraction. Like it's really giving fatal attraction, especially her telling Ted, I'm still in love with you.
Yes, after you just blew up my life, but he's still super like I want to invite you to Eva's party. Why would you, I mean dinner, why would you even do that? Even like for me as Eva, after she just ripped me into pieces, I don't even want her there,
I
to
don't
be
want her
honest.
around. She doesn't want to celebrate me.
Yes. She wants to be with you. The only reason that Leslie Dana Anna Sherry Lulu would be to be in Ted's face. That would be
Yeah.
it. That would literally be it. So yeah, it's a lot going on with that, but I definitely do like it. And then also our couple, Danny and Andre. I love
Right.
them so.
Had
What?
some really cute scenes this week, y'all. Like it was giving protector. It was giving no, you gonna make sure you good with my man. Like
It was so cute. Even I got why Nicole was short with him because at first I was just like, okay, so, but I thought you forgave him. But different
right.
feelings and
They come
emotions,
up
up
and
and
down.
down. Yeah, so I was just like, okay. But I was like, I did appreciate how Danny did have his back, and then and she didn't really like blow a gasket about him not telling her. I think, but people are being like, but everyone's lying to Nicole and she needs to tell her about Andre. But my thing with that is that's Danny's business though.
That's
So I
Danny's
don't
business.
it get kind of like mucky because Danny is well within her right too to not want to say anything about this
Yeah.
relationship.
Because this
Like
this isn't necessarily Nicole's life. This is Danny's life. This is what she's doing. Is Nicole directly impacted?
yeah,
Not specifically, no. Like, because that's a grown man.
yeah,
That ain't no baby.
that's a grown man. You said
That's a
that
grown
right.
that's a grown ass man. I'm gonna say it, okay? That's a grown ass man. So it's not really much that can be done with that.
Exactly, exactly. Like it just is what it is. And also I don't think they know what is this anything? Is something gonna come from this? Like, why would I tell people when I don't really know my damn self, you know?
Listen, I'm just letting y'all know right now that I am ready to defend the age gap. Okay,
Me
like
too. All day, every day.
it's not that. It is not that at all. Because if y'all feel like no, we want it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it happen. It's happening. Let it run with it. Like I remember a super couple that started out the exact same way. They gave us 20 years plus, and I'm talking about my favorite couple. Okay, Jason and Sam was not supposed to be a couple in the beginning, but the chemistry was chemistry in. The friendship was there, and look what happened. Y'all let this play out. We want this.
I can't. I can't. Oh my goodness. So yeah, they're just like, and I just always go back to them having this scene of Andre take care of Danny. Like,
Yes.
uh,
And, and I think that's why I appreciated this conversation with Nicole so much was because it was Danny's turn to show that to him. Like she advocated for him. We've seen him, make
no.
sure that she was okay. So it's just like Danny has always been there as far as like needing help. So this was
Mm-hmm.
nice to see Andre be in a vulnerable position as well.
Exactly. I wholeheartedly agree. Oh my God, even just like with Sean and he had the one tear coming down his face as Nicole was talking.
Girl, I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. Like
Sean Freeman, you had us in our feelings. Oh my goodness, he was
baby.
acting.
It was the
This
little eye twitch, like when you got a blink, the redness was there. It was perfect. It was perfect. He was vulnerable.
he
He was
was
vulnerable.
to go and lay it down with his girl. I know that's right. I know that's
I
right.
just, I just
Oh, I loved everything. Oh,
uh,
I loved everything about
loved
it,
it.
that episode. Oh my goodness. And also, with Vernon trying to get Anita to get that group back together. I think I had like turned my head when she called Sharon. So, and then because then Anita said something about like, oh yeah, I know you know, like she's like, I guess like Sharon on the phone was like, I know it's Anita. That's what it sounded like because she was like, oh yeah, I know you know.
Oh, I didn't hear her respond. I
Me
just heard
neither.
the phone go click, click, click. Like
Yeah, so like, but Anita had said something. I'm gonna look again and see if that
she
because I
did. She said, I know you know it's me, Anita. So I'm thinking
oh
like she continued on with it. I never heard
okay, well
her respond.
maybe she did. I thought that she responded, and that's why Anita was like, I know you know it's me, and we just didn't hear it. That's what I was thinking. So take that out. I would have loved it if it was that way, and then she hung up on her. But
Spicy.
she hung up on her. But I'm interested to see who they're going to cast as Sharon. They already casted Tracy. So Tracy was a lot more welcoming to Anita coming. So,
See who got nobody.
huh?
I missed that. I totally had missed that. I
Oh, you didn't
totally
see
had
that she
missed
talked to
that.
Tracy? That was Friday.
No. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
It was like it was really at the tail end. But basically,
Okay.
she did, yeah, she finally reached out to Tracy. Tracy was very like at first we didn't know if it went good or bad. It looked like it went bad, but then we were able to gauge that it actually went well. And she's actually coming to visit them. So Tracy will be in scenes next week. I'm excited to learn more about what happened with the Arcanets, why they are in such a disarray and they don't mess with Anita like that. I'm like, did she sleep with the manager? Did she take a record deal and leave them out? Didn't really talk to them
What
about leaving. Like what
Well,
happened?
that's one thing that she mentioned as far as like, how everything went when she decided to go solo. Like she didn't necessarily end on good terms with them. But I do have a friend that was also like, Vernon is pushing it like very suspiciously, like,
Mm,
wanting it very heavy. So is it pure support and motivation, or is it an ulterior motive? Because
mm.
they haven't had any spice.
Oh no, they
Like
haven't. It's
they
all I
haven't.
love you, I love you. Mhm.
Yes. So I'm wondering, like, is something going to come up with Sharon and Tracy being back for him as well?
Mm. That could definitely be something too as well. Ooh, let's just all mix it together. I love it. So that was Beyond the Gate. So of course we gotta go and move right along because y'all ain't gonna get in over an hour today. So we're
Yeah, we being.
going to Bo. So of course, like Hope and Steffi were talking about Liam and his diagnosis and his daughters. I mean, this is where I actually agreed with Hope, what not well, with Steffi telling Hope, just because I do feel like that's also the mother of his child. He needs to know. Granted, it should have been Liam, but also Liam is not at the understanding of that he's gonna need support. He feels like he's protecting everyone, but it's just like I granted it's not about like them, it's about Liam and he's the one who has a diagnosis and going through this whole situation. But also it's like they're the mother of your children. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's rough.
I thought it was very big of Steffi to like extend that olive branch. At the end of the day, they kept saying like we're family, we're family. Like even when Liam had the conversation with Hope, he even
Hmm.
used the terminology we're family. And for Steffi, it was just like we're gonna do what we have to do to get our kids through this.
Yes.
Like, and I just think that that was very mature because they were able to take themselves out of it and realize like, okay, it's a possibility of our kids losing their father, and that's huge. So
Exactly.
like
Like
that was the same way Sean Freeman is a grown ass man. Steffi a grown ass woman. Like
word. And I will say the only issue that I had was Steffi telling Taylor. That's where I feel like
yeah,
I was
because
like,
it could become
girl,
messy. Like
yeah, like, and also like that really isn't your place. I could give her more leeway with Hope just because, they both have children with him. This is gonna affect their children. It's gonna affect how they're raising them. So I get that. I don't necessarily see how this is gonna affect Taylor. I mean, granted, maybe Steffi needs the support, but this is where Finn comes in because that just really wasn't her place. And that was where I was
yeah,
just like, Steffi, you're doing too much right now.
I agree.
Um, then also, of course, then we had before Steffi came home for dealing with Hope and telling her about Liam's situation, of course, Luna came there. Acting like she was, apologizing for everything that went in, and she's begging for a relationship with Finn, and Finn said, absolutely freaking not.
Yes,
Uh,
he was like, Steffi is my in life, okay? She's my entire, and that's POP holding it down. Like, he sat there, Luna, you're a grown woman, which is
Mhm.
something that I feel nobody has really took the time to tell Luna. Luna has been
Coddled.
victimized, or, as far as like, yes, like, extended a tremendous amount of grace. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, Finn was the one to sit there and say, "You're a grown woman."
Mm-hmm.
Like take
Actually being a
accountability
dad.
for your actions. Absolutely.
Yeah, he is low key, being a dad in that instance. Like, no, you're grown.
Yeah.
You chose to do this, and this is the consequences of your action. So, and plus, he's like, Steffi's my life. Like, I love that woman, and like, you tried to kill her. This is literally the second person in his family that has tried to kill the love of his life. At this point,
Yeah.
too, I need to cut y'all off. Y'all doing too much. Like, stop. So, and then, but it was just like, so you of course, Steffi comes home. She affirms it's never gonna happen. Luna's like, fine, I won't bother you. I'll leave. But as soon as she gets to her crazy grandmother Sheila, she's basically like, oh, this is all Steffi's fault. Steffi did this. Steffi did that. And I'm just like, what happened to your accountability, sis? Like, I thought you was taking accountability for everything. No, you're in this situation right now because you killed two men and you tried to kill your biological father's wife. That's why. Like, girl. And then so I listen,
Look.
we're just saying. But also then of course we got Daphne still pining for Carter, and Carter overhears Hope and Liam talking, and he just makes the wrong assumption. So like Hope and Liam are just having a real crucial moment. This is you're dying. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, type thing. I love you too. And of course he comes in and hears all that. So he makes the assumption and he goes to see Daphne and she, like this is what she is, Hope goes from man to man. So and this is where it comes really like soapy for me because of course
Yeah.
you leave, don't confront them, and then you're gonna probably go sleep with her or kiss her again or one of those. Nobody ever confronts the person. So you already know how that goes. We'll move right on along to days. So of course our couple Chanel and Johnny looks like they're about to try and get on a good foot. Johnny's like, I did not.
I was gonna say I really
Yeah.
love Chanel's hair this week. Like I love the bust down middle part straight. Like, sometimes she wear like the loose curl and that's
Mhm.
fire on her too. But that straight was giving spice for me this
Is
week.
yeah, like oh my goodness. Shout out to Raven Bowens. Yeah, she actually we did record with her. We had an interview with her, so check that out if you can. She is absolutely lovely and amazing. I'm just happy that they're back together and he's like,
Yeah.
listen, there's a difference for wishing somebody dead and actually shooting them. I did not shoot my dad, but I'm gonna go to therapy and I got a job. Like, yay.
I'm mad you just explained it like that.
I was like, okay. And of course, we got, her mama coming in. That part. Oh, talking about don't break my daughter's heart, which is notable. Y'all already know I have a
Yeah,
little
that
issues
was
with
beautiful.
Paulina. So
I know, but I love the conversation. She was like, "You're not gonna get another chance.
like
Like
this is it.
this is it. This isn't gonna happen again."
Just so we're aware. Um, I have to admit, the Belle, Brady, Kristen, and EJ, that was a funny scene to me. So obviously, yeah, like nobody wants to celebrate Rachel's birthday. None of the kids like her. So of course, like Brady and Kristen are blaming each other. Then they decide to come together. They meet at the Demira house. And I just thought those scenes were like really funny. It had like a lot of comedy relief in it. And I felt as if those four actors, they played very well off each other. I thought it was a really
Yeah.
cute scene. Oh, I don't know how you felt about it.
I thought it was a really cute scene too. Like I love how they were. Wait, you all are together? What? What? Like it,
Yes.
it was like, oh, this gives us more to talk about. Like it was just like a key moment. I think it
Ew.
added a lot of life to the set.
Yes, it did. I thought it was cute. And it also made us aware too, as the party went on and progressed, Belle was like, you know what? Yeah, sound like y'all about to talk about illegal stuff. Let me exit stage left. I am still the prosecutor. So I'll see you when I see you. But it also like made us aware that EJ's really dealing with PTSD. And I thought Dan did great acting on that too as well. Like
Yeah.
he almost made me scared. I was like, oh, I'm scared for you. You all right? Oh, they're just going through like all of that. Low key, I don't know. Getting kind of tired. Okay. So also it looks like Sarah is starting to get concerned that, Xander is going to the dark side, which it does look like. It really
Would you
does.
blame them? Would you blame them? Do she blame herself? That's the question.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You hit the what is it? The nail on the head. I think she is starting to feel guilty because it's just like that I speed this process up of him being on the dark side. Xander is a Kyriakis. I do feel like all the Kyriakis have a dark side besides Bo.
Mm.
So like I feel like it was gonna happen. I can't help but feel bad for Philip, like, but it's starting to seem like basically I don't know, Xander is really starting to come to light, that he does have that dark side. He's very much
Yeah.
Victor Kiriakis' son, and he doesn't like the way that things have went down. So I mean, we'll definitely see, but he's gonna find out and he's gonna go over the deep end. Philip is making so many mistakes. He's trying to do good, but I just feel like it's
Yes.
backfiring on him royally. He was trying to get the drug for his brothers, both of them, when you think about it, for Bo who's dying. Welcome back, Peter Recco. Come back to sleep. And also, even for Xander too, and all of it back because people are trying to steal it at the same time. So you guys, Sean D and Steve coming in, Kevin has to hurry up and leave the lab, winds up stealing it. The doctor's coming back, winds up having to keep it. It's a lot going on. Xander puts two and two together, goes and confronts Philip. It's a mess, but I'm low key. I am kind of for the mess.
Yeah, it is. It's giving soapy.
Yes, and it's pulling so many different people into it.
Hmm.
Like
And
it's
I
so an
love things
umbrella.
like that when you're able to like see the dynamics of all the characters like intertwine with each other, what's going to happen, all the perspectives. Like, it's giving us old school sweeps. Like when you used to have the same thing going on, like big explosions, hospitals, kidnappings, like everything together and everybody's involved.
Yes, and it's so crazy. It's so good, and also it's stemming from Bo. Like
Yeah,
Beauregard Brady is coming back with Hope freaking Williams Brady. Like it's stemming from
it's a
this.
big thing. This
Yes,
this is how you reunite. This is how it's supposed to be done, like a
ex
spectacle.
Exactly. And then pulling in two Damaras and Titan with the Kuriaka. It's a lot going
Yeah.
on, but it's very good storytelling. So shout out to the new writing regime because you're doing what needs to get done. I did appreciate we're seeing Marlena a lot more now too, and she's actually talking with all of her family. She talked to Tate recently. He was throwing a party for Sophia, and she's like, now, bruh, she got feelings for you now, so you might want to, walk cautiously. And then also, we find out that, Paul calls her when she's out with Susan crazy self. She had to snap on her. Did love her snapping on her. And that they found John, but you already know, yeah, that means heartbreak is coming for us, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So brace yourselves. Get
brace.
your shoes ready.
Mm-hmm.
Days has been hit hard
Yes.
the last year.
Yep.
So,
Between them and General Hospital, like
yeah.
absolutely insane. And that reminds me of one of the breaking news because we didn't get the report on it. Denise Alexander, who played
Dang.
Leslie,
Ever.
passed on too. And so that means Jackie, Leslie, oh wait, sorry, Jackie, Denise, and Leslie, three prominent women who were part of General Hospital have literally passed on, very, very close between each other, which is insane. And apparently, Denise died in March. So may she rest peacefully. Her and her scenes with Leslie, who played Monica Quartermaine, absolutely amazing when they were fighting over Wick Rubber. So I
Yeah.
hope her, Jackie, I just hope they're all just resting peacefully because they've really been hit. So then that goes us on to General Hospital. And when I say my boy Dante has been cutting up,
I don't like this. I don't like it because he has always been a father figure to
yep.
Danny.
Hmm.
So I understand the writers trying to make a dynamic to introduce Gio as his son and repair that relationship, but you don't have to do it on Danny's expense. Like,
Or unnecessary drama because they would have already
yeah,
had angst already finding out. It's already going to be traumatic for Gio to find out that his parents weren't his biological parents. Then to find out that literally his parents have been at his, biological parents are been at his grass the entire time. They didn't need to create this fabricated angst and drama in order to
no,
do it.
and they didn't have to include Lulu in it.
They didn't. She's
This don't
taking
have anything to
over.
do with her. It doesn't have anything to do with her.
Nothing at all.
And
You
she's running around the town telling everybody but Dante.
girl. And it's for me that is absolutely insane. It's kind of like the Steffi telling Taylor and now also
Yeah.
but I feel like Lulu's is more egregious because it's continuing. More people keep telling her Carly,
To stop.
Tracy,
They telling her to stop.
Cody. You name it, it's like four people, like Chase, Brooklyn, like everybody's like, leave it alone. It's not your business. And it really, really isn't. The only person that sis needed to, like you said, was Dante. That's the only one you need to be loyal to. Now, Dante has the right to be angry with you because you running around telling everybody besides me. No,
Everybody.
that's the problem.
That and I can't wait for him to go off on her.
Oh, it's coming because he's been
Like
going off
Dominic, you got
lately.
performer of the week that week for me.
He's been going off lately. So yeah, like she needs to pump her freaking brakes because it's a lot. And also, yeah, I still hate Drew. So Young and the Restless. You already well, my couple, Nate and Audra. I just love them so much.
Wait, we're not done with General Hospital. Two more things. Two more
Oh,
things. Two more
okay.
things. Okay, so boom. I love the Danny and Jason scenes last week when it came to setting boundaries. Like
You don't
Jason
want to bring up
actually
Danny
learned that he
Jason.
has to be a father. We're gonna check in every night by 9 p.m. I thought that that was beautiful. I love the scenes with Jane Elliott with him, Jane trying to figure out, well, not Jane, Tracy, Tracy trying to figure out, as far as where's my great grandson? Let's find him. She's trying to get Jason to help. And then Sunny is retiring. Sunny and Jason are gonna retire, y'all. We've been talking about it. Yeah, those who are listening, Ashley is making a face. She is not a Sonny Jason Carson fan. I am. Always have been, always will be.
I haven't liked him since Carly trumped her ass down them steps in that damn t-shirt. I had smoke for Carly ever since then. Oh, she made me so bad. Chaser was stuck. He was looking like, what? Granted, that allowed for a liaison to be born, so I guess I
No,
should
and I
thank you for
always
that.
bring this up every time she talk about them. I'll be like, well, your little couple got created from it.
My
So
amazing big couple.
whatever. They didn't do the best of Jason and Elizabeth. They did the best of Jason and Sam, but I
That's because
digress.
they can't take it. They cannot take it.
And they
See, we
did
about
the
to go on
best of
liaison
Sonny and
Jason Wars
Carly.
right now. I'm so tired. But because they want them to be the best. Don't nobody give a goddamn unless it's Tom or Braun, okay?
Ooh,
And when
child.
she comes through,
Like on
then
the
that's Carly. Okay, and Sarah.
future.
And Sarah
Ooh,
Brown.
child, things will get brighter.
You see my issues with that damn show? You have traumatized me besides Click Boom. Click Boom is the greatest, one of the
Listen,
greatest ever
listen.
happened.
Maurice. Okay, I love me some Sonny and Jay.
That's the couple of shit. They should have been together.
They should have did the best. They should have did the best of Sonny and Jason. Like maybe when they
Word.
retire, we'll
He's
see.
left his
We'll see
Jason has
some
left
more.
his women for a freaking Sunny,
La,
okay?
la, 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 la.
That's his real love of his life. It's
Okay,
Sunny.
okay. Now
What?
we can go. Now we can go to
Now
Young
she's like, let's move on to Young and the Restless.
I got my 2 cents in.
All right, so Kyle is basically over Victor, but he's gonna try for Claire, and I'm like, okay, that's cool for y'all. I don't really care. Um, but I really did enjoy the scenes with Mariah and Tessa. Like
Mm,
Cameron Grimes, she's a freaking treasure. She's such an amazing actress. Like I just hate that we weren't clued into everything, so we really have no idea what's going on. That's why it's always a shout out to BTG Beyond the Gates because they clue us in. So like even if the other characters don't know, at least we know.
we know what's going on.
Mm.
Absolutely.
We had no idea
Not
what's
playing
going
the
on with
game of
Mariah.
Clue.
Word, we have no idea what's happening with Mariah right now. She may have done something, but who knows? Chelsea is concerned about Victor's influence over Adam, but the thing is, Adam is Victor. I
Mhm.
need people to realize this. I mean, General City is never going to realize, but he is literally the reincarnation. He is Victor Jr. That is really the name that he was birthed with. So that's why, like, I'm just like, if you're not going to accept Adam for who he is, leave that man alone. like, But I also really quickly, because we have to go soon, I have to talk about my Winters clan. I freaking love them. They are back. Got my Nate and Audra on the scene like they should be. So sexy. He's concerned about her deal with Victor. Just don't mess it up, which is gonna happen.
He
It's a
should
soap.
be.
Yeah.
Right, as he should be concerned.
Yeah. And he's because Victor's playing her too. People so of course, like, and then Lily and Damien are gonna work together. They had their own like flirty thing, but I also like too that they brought up their dads and how their dads would want them to do, kind of coming together and build a bond and things of that nature. I thought it was really cute, and I did enjoy that. But then again, I just really enjoyed the Winters clan, and of course, it looks like Sharon was jealous of Phyllis and Nick. I peeped that
Mhm.
too. I was just like, Sharon, girls, you got it. Stop. And the Holy Grail, y'all, Michelle Morgan, she's back, y'all. She's back. She was on Friday. It was amazing. I just love her. I love Michelle Morgan. I don't care if she's playing Amanda. I would love it if she's playing Hillary again. But like, I just think she's great. Shout out to the first Black woman who's won for what is it? Best lead daytime actress. We have supporting already. We have a couple, but she's the first and only to win best lead actress. Shout out to Ms. Morgan, okay? And before we head off, we have to talk about our breakout star of the week. Mine, of course, went to Karen Kincaid of Beyond the Gates. Okay. So basically, she was killing it. Like, there's nothing else that we could say, is that she was just absolutely killing it. She put Eva in her place. She put Leslie, Dana, Lulu, Anna Sherry in her place. Like, she was going in. The girl, bye. That hit. Okay. Like, I just
I agree.
she was been like even that scene when everything was revealed and she just looked at Eva and Eva looked at like, oh my goodness, are you? And then she walked right on out. Ever since then, her scenes may be small, but they are so impactful. So shout
Yes.
out to her.
And for me, I would have to say that it was the introduction of Keith as Ted this week. I think he came in very mild, very chill, very mannerism similar to Maurice's portrayal as Ted, which I think was really nice, not to throw off the audience because it is a lot of new soap opera watcher people. So they're not used to, okay, we're trading off and it's somebody new. So I think it flowed very nicely.
It really did, and I have to say the scene that Kathy Robinson had with Kat, Kobe, she plays Kat, was absolutely amazing. Kat was stunning in that scene as well. How the both
Yeah.
of them played off each other and just like the
Yeah.
hurt. You could literally see the hurt in Kobe's face playing Kat. I thought
Yeah.
it was so freaking good. I
I
thought the
agree.
scene between them was so
I,
freaking good, and even
the
like Keith,
chemistry was already there
uh
early that first.
already
Like
there.
that made
How
a lot of difference.
stood up and he was just and knew that he was gonna give her a hug. Like Keith D. Robinson already is making his mark as Ted Richardson. Very subtle, but still, I don't know, you can see it there. It's very
Yeah,
like prominent, I guess is the word.
I like that.
Yeah, so amazing.
I like
So
that. Like I feel like he's making it his. At the same time, he's doing a great job to not throw the audience off of who they think Ted already is.
exactly. Oh my goodness. So, once again, so we're gonna hurry up and end this, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for the Soapwire podcast. Don't forget to follow Soapwire. Soapwire on IG is soap_wire. Blue Sky is just Soapwire all together. Follow us as well. I am Lady2Wise_ASA on a bad place and on Instagram. And on Blue Sky, it's just Lady2Wise with no underscore ASA. Deneen.
And on Instagram, I am Neen_Amanda as well as Neen_ the therapist. You can catch me on Blue Sky, Neen Amanda, and Twitter, aka X, under Kiss My Neen.
And that is the Soapwire podcast. Please be sure to come and check us out again next week. Brought to you by the TV Cave. And if you have the opportunity, go to katiewaltman.com using the promo code Soapwire. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.